up, guys? I am going to refinish the floor with epoxy in my garage. So you guys can see right now, it's got these like old peeling off like sealant on the floor. There's some stains in here, and like above all, the garage is messy, and I haven't done anything with it since we moved in because I wanted to get the floor done first. So because we got the gym in here, I think it'll make a really nice atmosphere. So I've got my RustOleum Epoxy Shield protection. I've got my primer. I've got all my tools. I just need to get this thing cleaned out of all the stuff. I need to power wash it, and then I've got to grind it all out and so that the adhesive will stick. So I wanted you guys to see this ahead of time, sort of the start and the finish of this project. Okay, well, got done with the first round of cleaning and power washing. You'll see this like white paint. It looks like paint that somebody has painted on the bottom of the garage. And so in order for me to make sure that my poly is gonna stick to this, I'm gonna have to scrape all this up. Because you can see even like from our first video, it's come up a lot even from the power washing, which is not super strong. So I'm gonna have to go get a concrete scraper and scrape most of this garage. So anyway, pray for me. All right, well, went to Home Depot, got a shop vac and rented a concrete grinder. So now I'm gonna get to grinding all this off. Good news is, got plenty of masks and gloves and eyeglasses for safety protection. So here we go. What up, day 2. Okay, so yesterday I cleared out everything out of the garage, and I took a 7-inch sander and I got on all the cracks and all the imperfections in the concrete. But you guys can see still a lot of like old paint and now a lot of dust from all the scraping. So got a shop vac as well as a floor polisher that I've got a concrete attachment for. So gonna go through with the floor sander and clean this floor up so that I can get it ready to etch it with the etching stuff and get ready to put the primer on. Okay, well, whew, that was tough. I don't know if you guys saw the outtakes. Let's run them again. Be sure to read the instruction manual before you operate heavy machinery. I'm not hurt, I'm not in danger, but whew, that was a tough thing to wrangle. And man, watching that instructional video really helped. Okay, so now I was checking through the floor. Most of that white paint, whatever that previous owner, however many years that's been on there, most of that is off now. It's been scraped down. The rest of the slab is now scraped down. So I'm gonna clean it, and then we're gonna start our process to get it ready and primed to be primed. Okay, good news. The slab's pretty clean. Power washed it like twice now. And now I can start with the etching. So I've put this etching material in the bucket back there in like 2 gallons of water. I'm gonna mix that up, and then I'm going to scrub the floor deeply. So that's gonna prep it for us to actually start to prime and to really get this thing rolling. Remember, the prep work is apparently the hardest part. So hopefully I'm getting through the hardest, most difficult part here relatively soon. Low blood sugar break. Working on manual labor, make sure blood sugar go down. I don't care who you are. With diabetes anyway. A little stasher bag with some, I was out of town, so normally I have gummy bears in here, but these are gummy lifesavers, pretty solid. All right, back to work. Okay, day 3 now. So I've got my putty knife and I'm gonna go fill in some holes. I gave the garage about 24 hours to dry. So I'm going to patch these holes and then tonight I'm gonna start the priming. Okay, I've got RustOleum concrete patch repair. So it's just 2 parts, part B, part A, and I'm gonna mix it on this cardboard and got my putty knife and I'm gonna get on this hole. Okay, it's a little bit windy outside, so I had to shut the door. But we're gonna start priming now. We're gonna start priming the garage. So the reason I'm doing the primer, even though it doesn't require it, is because I don't really know, what I don't know about the foundation. So there might be a little humidity in it. There's a chance that some of these like over-the-counter epoxy kits can bubble and wear out quickly. So it's gonna take every precaution that I can. So I'm gonna start with doing the edges, and I'm gonna do this in sections of 6. And I'm gonna go from the front of the garage to the back. Okay, you can see behind me that we've done the primer. Ran out of a little bit, it got a little bit thin here at the back, but that's okay. Overall, the slab has been severely prepped, significantly prepped for this job. So we can come back here and see it's been about 14 hours, maybe longer, 20 hours since I put this on. It's very much dry, ready to go. So we want to do this before 48 hours, it says in the directions. So just gonna go ahead and get started. So time to start our epoxy. All right, it's Christmas. It's Christmas Day, and our Christmas present is our garage. We finished it. We used, honestly, with the primer, I think it causes the epoxy to go farther. So we still got a good bit left, but that floor is completely covered and speckled.
Professionally speckled.
Professionally speckled by my awesome helper.
Mwah.
Fun time. The prep was about 3 times the work, maybe 4 times the work as the actual application. So keep that in mind. And we'll be checking back here in about 24 hours. Hey everybody, it's been about 2 weeks now since we redid the floor with the RustOleum Epoxy, and just wanted to give you a little walkthrough of what it's like here in the garage. So as you'll notice, we now have the car. So we used to not have room for the car in here. Moved the shelves over to this wall. You can see the floor still looking really good, really clean. We got the gym behind me. So we've got weights on the walls. But yeah, really making a ton of use of the space. And thus far, knock on wood, have not seen any problems with the floor. No cuts, no breaks, no bubbles. And I think that's mostly due to the primer. So if there's one thing I would recommend in the prep work is get that floor polisher and put that diamond plate on it to scrape down the floor. 2, use the primer. And really, don't overthink it. I think for me, I had a lot of anxiety and sort of anticipation going into this process. Had read a lot of reviews about over-the-counter epoxy, that it doesn't last very long and that it can be messed up really easily. So be diligent in your prep work, and I think you'll find that this is a pretty easy DIY project if you can move all of your stuff out of your garage for a couple days. So I'm glad that we did this over the holiday break because now our garage really is really amazing. So thanks a lot for watching. If you like these videos and you want me to do a little bit more of like homeowner DIY stuff, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate you guys watching, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, see you guys next time.